I mean, the bookies have created odds that put him quite near the top, but I don't think they will go for someone who's completely untried and untested. Ironically, the after him, the next most favourite with the bookies was Oliver Glasner. Now, yeah, in some ways it wouldn't surprise me if he went there. In other, it would. I'm not sure it would be the right time for him to go there. Having said that, if they talk to him, if he's given permission to talk to them, and he says, "Well, look, wait to the end of the season," that's when they might say to Darren Fletcher, "Hang in there." But of course, on top of all that, we now hear that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is now the new favourite to do it. What do we think about that? I mean, for me, he's a very good footballer. He often came on as a substitute. He scored a great goal in the 1999 Champions League final. Very good player. But he had a spell there, didn't he, as manager 2 or 3 years ago. And at the end of the day, he wasn't successful. He wasn't.
No.
Hence, he lost his job. He was sacked. Again, with the good wishes and a bag of cash from Manchester United. And he went back to his homeland and has done okay as a manager. But I suppose the owners at Manchester United feel if they are selecting him, he's a very safe pair of hands. He's loved by the fans for what he did as a footballer. He's obviously a very straight guy in the way he deals with his players. The danger might be, for me, that he's a bit too close to some of the players. Maybe not now, but when he was there before, he knew a lot of them, and that he was kind of one of them at one stage, and then to become the boss is quite difficult. But now, of course, I guess none of the players were there when he was. I will be a bit surprised if they take him on as the manager. I think if they sacked him once, no, I'm not saying people can't improve and change and all the rest of it, but after the experience that Manchester United have had with Emmy Hikins, and of course had a bad season last season, then you think again they might be looking for a safer pair of hands. Maybe there's just not the guys around. We say guys, I mean there's not yet a woman manager in men's Premier League football. Maybe that will happen at some stage. But you look around, maybe there's just not the availability of top coaches, top managers, at least not available because they're content in their current clubs. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out to be someone like Glasner, but not till the summer, and therefore they put a temporary caretaker in, whether it's Darren Fletcher or somebody else, until the summer. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to watch there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Now, of course, you did mention a point there about the players that, because he's been there previously, about players that might have been there when he was. And one player came to mind, Harry Maguire. He was definitely there when Soldier was there. Ole Gunnar Soldier. What would he be thinking now, Harry Maguire?
Well, I don't think, again, I don't know, but I don't think Harry Maguire has got a long future at Manchester United, not because of anything he's done wrong, but I think his age is against him. A new manager will probably want to inject his own players, if you like. I mean, they've spent loads of money in recent times anyway, but I think the new man will want a fresh approach, and I'm not sure that Harry... Not sure that Harry Maguire, with all due respect to him, because he's a good footballer, but with his injury problems, which are evident these days, and the fact that he's been there quite a long time, maybe the new guy will want kind of some fresh blood there, particularly in those key positions like centre backs. So I don't know what Harry Maguire would think about it, if he's probably a good friend of Ole, because they worked before together.
Mm.
But yeah, I think the new broom will want to sweep clean, so to
Yeah,
speak.
yeah. Now, more importantly, well, not more importantly, but even more of a puzzle, what's he going to do with Mainoo's contract? Because Mainoo was
Yeah,
preparing they were preparing to offload him on loan, weren't they? Because he wasn't getting that much play time. So, what's going to happen with him now? Do we know?
yeah. We've said before, haven't we, that to me anyway, it's a bit of a mystery because Kobe Mainu he played for England a few times, didn't he?
He did.
In
He did.
the last sort of tournament,
Mm.
and you don't get to do that. It wasn't just once. He played a few times. He was, chosen, selected on a number of occasions. He clearly is a very good player, and I never quite understood why Anurim didn't seem to like him. I mean, I remember last season when they were struggling as well, thinking, and certainly this season, what's happened to Manu? And I sort of look into it and say, has he gone somewhere else? But of course, he just wasn't in Anurim's thinking, it seemed. So you're right to say what happens now, because I think they were going to either send him out on loan or something like that.
Mm.
Again, it depends on what they're trying to do in terms of getting a new replacement in, whether
Mm.
they get a permanent replacement, Ole or someone else, at this stage, because it's said that Darren Fletcher was only managing for the one game last night. He said that himself, and he was very grateful to the club for giving him that honour, and he'd spoken to Alex Ferguson to get his views, and Alex backed him as well. But there was no suggestion that he's going to be for more than one game. Now, they could change their mind, but that might suggest they've already got somebody in mind, i.e. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Yeah,
That
true.
could be what's going to happen. And
Yeah.
then it will be for the new manager to make a decision. And I would be surprised if in the meantime, while this is happening, they let Mainu go off on loan somewhere, because
Mm.
a new manager may well say, no, he's a good guy. He's a young fella. He's played for England. He's got good experience now. Let's see what he can do. And of course, any new manager comes into a club, he wants to look at all the players and make his own decision about who will formulate his first team and so on. So
Mm.
I think for the moment, that's on ice.